fraction. We're just adding rational numbers, okay? When I'm adding fractions, what do I have to make sure that I have in order to do that? Kaylee,
Common denominator.
add fractions. Might take the note. Must have common denominator. You see, I write that down because I know as I've watched you, some of you forgotten that. We shouldn't have, we should know, but I know you have. I do not see you, Mr. Talon, taking notes. So would you please get the notes, and it's an interactive class, do the interaction here. Everybody's taking notes. Are you? Looks like you have. Okay. Just making sure. Okay. With that being said, let's add negative 8/3 and 5/6. What must I do first? Common D. First, common D. Okay? And I'm going to go with the smallest one that I can find. Well, can I do something to 3 to make it 3 times what equals 6? 2. Good. So now I've got negative 8/3 multiplying both pieces by 2 plus 5/6. So that tells me I have negative 16/6 plus 5/6. Integer rules tells me to do what with that negative sign? I don't want the answer yet. Integer rules tell me to do what with the negative sign?
Keep it.
I keep it. Why?
Because that number is larger and the absolute value is larger.
Okay. How many of you don't see that negative 16/6 absolute value would be bigger? Are any of you having trouble with that piece? Can you compare those two fractions? Everybody good? Okay, so I'm going to keep my negative symbol. What is 16 minus 5 then? What is 16 minus 5? 11. So I've got a negative 11. What do I do with the bottom? Just keep it, don't I? Negative 11/6. Should I leave my answer that way? Roper saying, Jordan, what do I do with this one here? Now that I've got negative 11/6, what should I write? Simplify or mixed number, right? So what does it become?
Negative 1 and 5/6.
Negative 1 and 5/6. 6 goes into 11 one time with 5 left over. Okay? Are you okay over there, Chad?
Yeah, I just did a different common denominator.
Okay, what did you use?
18.
And is that perfectly legal? Sure it is. And so if you use the number 18, you said 6 times 8 is 48, correct? So did you have negative 48/18? And then did you have 15/18? And then when you subtract the difference, you ended up with a negative 33/18, am I right? Is that right? Yeah. And 18 goes into 33 how many times? And what's left over? 15 what? 18ths, right? Is 15/18 in lowest terms? So then you got to simplify it down then, don't you? And did you get down to negative 1 and 5/6? It's a little bit more complicated, but does it get you the same answer? Yes. I choose the smaller number because I don't like complicated. Okay? So I would rather find the least common multiple, least common denominator. Okay? All right. Any questions on this one? well, we got some decimals. What's the rules in that? What do we have to do to be able to add decimals? What's the one thing we need to make sure we do, Zach? Adding decimal. What's the one thing I have to be able to do, or I have to do before I start adding them up? What am I gonna do, Talon?
Change it to a fraction.
Nope, I'm not changing it to a fraction. I like decimals. I really like decimals. What am I gonna do, Chance?
Line up the decimal.
Line up the decimal. I didn't spell it right. D. Line up deci. So now I've got, first, okay, which one's gonna have the larger absolute value? Which one? Justin?
7 and 6/200.
Good job, way to read it. So I'm gonna keep a positive sign, do we agree? I'm just gonna throw it there so I know I've dealt with it. Now I say 7 and 62/100 minus 4 and 5/100. And what do you get when you do the subtraction? Do the subtraction. Don't sit around and wait on me to do the math. You do it. Do the math. Yes. 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 Yes, Chloe, Josie. I'm not sure you're quite right there. You're close, but not quite. Yep. 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 Yes. If you got 3 and 57/100, you are correct. Okay? And to check subtraction, if you added the 4 and 5/100 and the 3 and 57/100 and you get back to 7 and 62/100, you would have known you were right. Okay? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you get to do something. Let's do 1, 2, and 5. Everybody's doing 1, 2, and 5, and I think that's going to give us probably the most that we need to deal with at this point, so you'll be able to do your assignment. You have to do those 3 before I turn you loose for your assignment. That's kind of what I was thinking whenever I was sitting there looking at. What's a negative 2/3 on number 1? Making sure you can see that. Okay, so let's look at this one. Okay, I agree with that. You agree with me there? Okay, now, this is one's fraction, right? I'm gonna line it up like this just so you can see. Okay, and I take 6 over. So I take this and divide it 2 to the root. 9 plus 4 equals 13. Now, 13. Okay, one's positive, one's negative. I gotta keep my positive sign because it's the bigger one. And then I do subtract. Okay, number 2, let me see what we got. Okay, so now I'm at 7, 5, 9. I agree. I don't have anything up here, do I? I'm gonna change that to 6. And then is this the same thing as 1? 9 goes to 9. 9 minus 5 is 2. And then add it in. See where you're making mistakes? You're almost there. Okay, why did you say 68 ninths? Where'd you get your 68 ninths? Yeah, and you could have done it that way. Okay, you could have done that. But you don't have to, okay? Okay. I don't agree with that one. But now that I'm looking at mine still, yes, I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. What did I do? Huh? I got too many things on my board to see what I got. So that would have been 6, 9. Oh, I didn't rewrite that. Sorry, hang on a minute. Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. That one I have not done. But yes, it would be negative 2. Yes, go ahead to the assignment. Yes, please, will you check your table? Yes, yes, yes. Would you check over there and see what you can do to help? Yes, no, yes. Go back and double check that. You're close, real close. Nope. Nope.
It's wrong.
Yes, only one problem. Oh, you got it there, good job. And the final answer here is it positive or negative? Okay, then I would agree with you. And then this one, what do you have there? This one's wrong. Yes. 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 No. Yes. This one's wrong. This one's wrong. This, they're all wrong. Here, look, look. That's, you don't change, you don't do change addition. You change subtraction, remember? Okay? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I can't get around any further. Guess what time it is? Yeah, and it's Salisbury steak, and we're not late. We are not late for steak. Alternates in the front, Justin and Braden. Let's go, Braden.
You read tomorrow's.
I read tomorrow. Oh, okay. Justin, Monique, Josie, Chloe. Sorry, Justin, Monique, Josie, Chloe. Up front. Let Monique through. Let Chloe through. Justin, Monique, Josie, Chloe. In alphabetical order, kiddos. Sack lunches, followed by the rest of the class. Oh yeah, Salisbury steak, let's go. Last person, turn the light out.